I'm joined now by David Smith, the Washington bureau chief for the Guardian newspaper. So, really, there wasn't really a surprise here. No renegotiation. She already knew that going in. But what was she trying to accomplish? Why even bother?
I think Theresa May was trying to win at least some concessions from the European Union, having really tried and failed to get this deal passed at home in the UK Parliament. That all went horribly wrong this week. There was meant to be a parliamentary vote when it was clear she was going to lose that. It got postponed. Then she even faced a challenge to her leadership and a vote of no confidence. She did prevail there, but was somewhat wounded. She only won 63% of the vote, so it was not a ringing endorsement. She actually had no choice but to then get back on the plane, go back to Brussels and try and win some more concessions. But the European Union has stood firm throughout. In fact, throughout this entire process, they know that they want to make this pretty difficult for the UK to then send a message to other member states who might consider leaving one day. Look what a mess it was for Britain. Don't go down this road. And they've played a firm hand and played it quite well.
So she's coming home empty-handed. What does she do now?
Indeed, I mean, the opposition leader in the UK, Jeremy Corbyn, says the deal she's coming back with is dead in the water, describes it as botched. She is claiming that the one thing she's won is that perhaps there's some scope for clarifications of the arrangement, but it's not exactly a great thing to sell to her own MPs. And it was fascinating, as you heard in the clip there, that Donald Tusk is saying, actually, we're treating Theresa May with more respect than her own MPs. She'll step back into that cauldron of the British Parliament, which is really tearing itself apart. Different factions pulling in different directions on this question, with the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland really a huge stumbling block.
And really, the EU is sending her back, saying, "Hey, let's talk trade. Let's get this done." I mean, they're not really giving her any leeway. And to what you said, Tusk and Juncker making a big point of saying, "Hey, we're treating her well." There was all this talk of drama and these harsh words, but kind of saying, hey, we're still family, right?
Yes, I mean, I think it probably plays quite well for Theresa May that she's at least seen as of having had this row with Juncker. He used this word nebulous. She took objection to that. I mean, as in so many countries domestically, it's good for her if she's seen as standing up to the European bureaucrats and not being pushed around. But the bottom line is this has been an impossible situation from the start for her. And there's not really many places left to go now except, frankly, a fear tactic to say to people on both sides of the debate, look, if you don't get around this deal now, Britain faces in March the very genuine prospect of no deal. And that's a nightmare scenario where people are talking about running out of medicines, planes not taking off from airports. And it's such a looming catastrophe that she's hoping perhaps now to scare them into agreeing.
Well, that will come sooner than anyone thinks. This is just the latest chapter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.